All right, on this episode of Bowks Talking Bouts, excited to be talking with an individual coming off of quite the impressive victory at BKFC 41, getting that third round retirement against Josh Copeland, and very excited to have big Ben Rothwell back on the show. How's your day going so far, man? What are you getting up to?
I'm at the park with my little boy right now. Wisconsin isn't known for its great weather. Today it's a beautiful day, so I'm taking advantage of it.
Yeah, it's nice to hear and able to probably soak it in that much more after a great performance there. Like I saw the post you had saying it was a war, but got it done, and you were really thanking the Denver crowd for the love. And I was seeing an interview where you were saying it was like among the biggest reactions you've ever gotten in your career. So can you speak to that? I mean, you've been in combat sports for so long. That must have been incredible to get a reaction of that magnitude at this point.
It really was. Words can only put it in so much way. You got Chael Sonnen even saying who's the biggest winner of the night. He's almost say Ben Rothwell. And it's pretty awesome. There's a guy that's seen it all and done it all, and has a pretty big voice. And to get that kind of reaction out of him, it's like more than just winning a fight. I've won plenty of fights, but to get, to nail the interview after, to get the reaction from the crowd, to have all the residual after the fight, the interviews, the action, the excitement, it's like a grand slam, a game-winning grand slam in baseball. So as best I could put it, just hit the sweet spot and just make all the points. And just it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were like Prince Fielder at the home run derby out there.
Yeah, something, man, or hitting that fucking 3-point game-winning shot in a basketball game. That's just how it felt like. So it's not perfect though. Perfect is I have a hard time with that word. I think it's a horribly misused word. So I have a big issue with it. And I like to always point out how things aren't perfect. And even in this, some people are like, it was perfect. I'm like, no, it wasn't. Because I didn't get an actual knockout. In the end of the third round, I slip off and I drill him with a right hand across the jaw. I mean, you don't realize how many people I've hit in my life. And I've ended guys with shots where I was like, oh man, he fell down from that. I hit him with a devastating right hand at the end of the fight on the jaw, snapping his head, everything, and he took it. I was like, damn, what is wrong with me? Did I lose all my power in 6 minutes here? No, the guy had an ungodly spirit. He was not quitting. You'll hear stories about someone that's like that. They won't quit. That man at that moment was one of the most dangerous people on the planet, because if you were in a real street fight and you just threw everything you had and you didn't finish him, and the guy just keeps coming to fighting for his life, you're in a lot of trouble. And I know I've heard this story before with other people in my life, but in grueling street fights. And they're like, I stuck my finger in his eye all the way down to the knuckle. He didn't stop. I mean, I've heard some crazy shit from people. Maybe they're on some crazy drugs. I don't know. But we know my opponent was. He was just brutally tough. He was just, he said he was the number one ticket seller that night. So he had his family, his crowd, everybody was there. He didn't want to lose. He came to bring it to me. He was there for an upset. And that's why I said it was a war, because the man wasn't going to quit. He was there and took an amazing amount of abuse from me, because round one was back and forth. Round two, I turned it around quite a bit. I really watched the fight a lot now. Third round, it was just 2 minutes of taking some of my most devastating shots, body, head, both sides, and he took it. So, props to him. He's a tough son of a bitch.
And after the debut fight, I mean, it was such a succinct kind of performance, and a lot of people were making a lot about the post-fight interview then, where you were basically saying that there's almost more questions about you and people haven't seen anything yet. Did you think this fight was an opportunity for you to, showcase more of, I guess, what you wanted to skill set wise? Because it seemed like you were very fluid and adaptable in the clinch and everything like that.
Yeah, I would say so. Even the UFC, I didn't really get to show my clinch work. I can't tell you why. I just wasn't doing a lot of the things that I'm really good at. But in this fight, he brought it out in me. You've seen my clinch, and trust me, I got a lot more to show. I got some stuff that's really gonna blow through people's fucking minds once I really get going. That's why I said in my post-fight interview, I want to show you what these hands can really do, because I have a lot to bring to the table. My head movement, my traps, my tricks, like, I got a lot to show. And the clinch, that was just, you got a little dabble of what I can do with the clinch. You know, the way I'm versed with it, the way I switch my hands and constantly hitting all parts of the body, I keep people guessing. It's really hard to get a dial on me. I'm always switching my stance. You know, my southpaw or orthodox, oh, he's southpaw, he's weak, and then you get drilled with the left hand. Maybe not. So I'm pride myself on being able to fight from both stances. I'm dangerous with both hands. And I can literally knock someone the fuck out with either hand at any point in the fight.
And I mean, doubly impressive too, because on the MMA Hour, I was seeing that you were saying you had certain issues with your biceps in the fight, and it kind of impeded you, like, to the scale of, I guess, generating about around 50% of the force.
So I can curl 60-pound dumbbells for reps. Right now, with my left hand, I pick up a 30-pound dumbbell, and I'm in a lot of pain. So we're in the process of getting it looked at. There are something with the bicep. So my arms are luckily half worked. I had my triceps. I still have to push. But my hooks, any of my hooks that I was throwing were compromised. My right hand, luckily, I just got a bad cramp. But my right arm seems to be okay. I think we're going to be okay with that. But I got to give my left arm some therapy, something going on. We got to find out. I got to get an MRI to 100% know what we're dealing with. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't 100. I didn't have 100% of my power, and you see what I'll still do to somebody. So just wait when I'm fucking give me 95% of my power, and I'm gonna put some dudes through some serious pain.
And I would think that the next dude in particular, I mean, per what you would want, I imagine, and seemingly a good portion of the fan base, would be Alan Belcher. Have you had any discourse with BKFC about that? I mean, it seems like some amount of this is predicated on, you know, getting your arms checked out and getting in a better state of health, but has there been any discourse among yourself and the promotion about that?
I knew before the fight that there was stuff getting worked on for Belcher. You know, there's been some fights happen before mine, so nothing's been said to me. The reason I made my case is because they put him on the big screen and the announcer asked. So I was backed in the corner. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make this shit as hard as I can. What are we here? What are we doing? Of course, I want to fight for the title, but I'm not gonna get my feelings hurt if it doesn't happen this fight. If I have to fight one of these other guys, it's fine. You know what? I love fighting. I love what I got to do in there, and I think these guys are in a lot of trouble, so I'm looking forward to it. And if I don't fight them with the belt, I'll fight them without the belt. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get to them eventually. I think Alan Belcher came into the heavyweight division seeing a big weakness in the division at the time, and he was right. Now, seeing me, he's worried. He definitely knows his competition just got a huge step up, and getting away with being 220 pounds, that's all he keeps saying. He's, well, I'm just 220. That's your fault, dude. I'm a heavyweight. This is what a real heavyweight's all about. And no, I know he doesn't want to get hit by me. He shouldn't want to get hit by me. He needs to go down 205 or go all the way back down to 185. He can. They're telling me I need to lose weight. No, you fucking lose weight. You go in a different weight class. This is the heavyweight division. And I'm the real thing. And I don't think people tune in to watch 210-pound heavyweights. They tune in to see someone like me destroy somebody. I'm a fan too. And what do I want? I want to watch two giant heavyweights destroy each other. Like, that's what we tune in for. So that's my 2 cents. But at the end of the day, I've been in this a long time. I know how politics work, and it doesn't. I'm not getting hooked up by anything. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get my mind on some shit I can't control. All I can control is whoever gets put in there with me next, and that's what I'm going to deal with.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, there's a great crop of heavyweight talent in BKFC, so I mean, definitely some opportunities there. But I was seeing another interview you did where you were talking about how much you love the, you know, flat rate deal and everything like that. And I imagine something like that would really allow you to, you know, perform to the fullest, because I mean there's a sort of antiquated model with like the whole bonus structure, the show win money and stuff like that. So I mean, can you speak to that? I imagine that's like a great part of this new run.
Fighting for the belt doesn't, nothing in my next fight changes. I'm gonna get paid what I'm gonna get paid. Oh, you give me a trophy belt, cool. Or I'll fight Mick Terrell. Watson he's really upset that he didn't take the opportunity when he should have, and he just is all over himself. He wants to fight, he gets fined. I haven't said Earl Adams because he's really got a legitimate bitch to why he should get a rematch with Belcher. So I'm trying to stay out of that. But Adams will fight. Adams will fight me, Mick Terrell, Josh Watson. There's a Rob Cunningham who's really been really vocal. He's a big 300-pound guy. So we got some fights to make. And I honestly get paid the same to fight anything. So I don't give a shit. Just, I'm ready to fight.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess, how did you feel out there, just like in terms of like you were out there for about a month before getting acclimated to the elevation in Colorado? Like, did you feel that paid dividends in the fight there?
I kind of going back and forth on how I actually felt. I felt sluggish is what I kept saying, because I got hit right in the beginning of the fight, right in the first couple seconds. Guy rocked to fight me in the first round. After that, I still got in his face the rest of the first round. And I mean, there's a guy that lives there. He's smaller than me. He lives there. He's been known for fighting 4 rounds in MMA. He's fought and he's been there, and told me how absolutely gassed he was going to the third round. Makes me feel pretty good, because the third round is when I absolutely threw the most volume. I did the most work. I was the busiest, and he was ended. He even said so. Yeah, I think my body shots definitely did not help his cardio, but regardless, I have a very, very high output for a guy my size, and it probably is intimidating to other guys because I've watched all their fights, and nobody has the volume, and just, I'm not going to say power. You can't, we all get tested how strong we punch. No, we're heavyweights. We all punch hard. But what I can test is I have lots of volume, and I'm very active, and I'm very aggressive. That much we know. And I bring something I think very scary to the heavyweight division. And it's exciting for the fans to watch my style.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely an incredible style to watch. I thoroughly enjoyed that performance. But someone that seemed to, especially get excited was your young son. Like, I understood you had him at the fights, and just some family. Like, you got the suite for your mom and dad. Can you speak to what it was like having them there for, such an emphatic performance in terms of the result and the reception?
Oh, it's my mom and dad. Like I said, my dad is dealing with Parkinson's, and my mom owns a restaurant. It's really hard for them to get away, and they were able to make the fight. My brother and his wife were able to make it. My little boy got to watch. My pregnant wife made the trip. I had everybody there. So I had my own support system, and it definitely helps me fight strong, too. So it was a pretty exciting time for the whole family. You know what I mean? My family's watched some ups and downs through my career. It's heartbreaking when you have a bad loss, and they went through all of that shit with me. And to go out and give this kind of performance was pretty awesome. Everybody wins. You know what I mean? It isn't just me. It's like that good feelings are spread around. My little guy got to dance, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I love hearing that, man, and I definitely want to, be mindful of your time and let you get back to having some fun at the park with your son there. But, I mean, you were mentioning, your mom owning a restaurant there, and I feel like the most pertinent, pressing question that I have, at least, have you gotten a chance to run through some lamb chops at Brazilian Steakhouse yet?
That day is coming very soon. I've had a busy week. When I got home, I'd be able to get there, but it's coming. Texas Day Brazil in Schaumburg, Illinois. Absolute favorite restaurant there is, and I'll be making a visit there soon.
Yeah, I've been running through a lot of Brazilian barbecue lately myself, so definitely understand the sentiment and everything like that.
We're the best, man. I love them.
Yeah, for sure, man. But like I was saying before, I definitely want to be mindful of your schedule and really appreciate you, making some time and everything. But I'm curious if there's maybe any final parting thought you might want to add as we're kind of wrapping up here, Ben.
Just a new sponsor, man. I just have some great group, first round management. Joe's doing a fucking outstanding job for me. And we now are Can Pipe Pandas, new clothing company. You'll see John Jones is wearing their stuff, so they're blowing up. Got me and Mike Perry on board. Market Cipher, it's a crypto dealing company that they have a software that helps you better with trading and things like that. They picked up me and Mike Perry. They're fucking awesome. Condemned Labs is where I get all my supplements from. They just came out with some badass protein today, so definitely check them out. And, Rothwell and May, and my Kenosha, Wisconsin here, doing our thing. So shout out to all of them. And thank you, too. Always for the media, man. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be out doing what we're doing. We wouldn't have the voice. We wouldn't have the recognition. So always thank you guys.
Oh, thanks, man. Definitely a thrill to, have you on. So it's definitely my pleasure. And I mean, especially after such an emphatic win at BKFC 41. So definitely looking forward to whatever the next step is. But until then, you have a good rest of your day there, Ben.
Right on. Thank you.